Yeah, I mean, to me, it should be clear sailing to 50. I mean, as long as they stay out of the FDA's hair, I mean, they got to be careful with dosing people. Everyone's on alert for liver function issues. You got plasmapheresis, apheresis, IVIG. I mean, there's things you can do if you're sensing liver failure. It ain't easy to fight, but you can fight it. Yeah, onward and upward. There's AbbVie, Sarepta. We got a big short report coming out tomorrow. Make sure you sign up for GodelTerminal.com and you'll get that short report right in your email. So I want to look at Cardiff. I want to look at ATYR. I want to look at CELC. CELC kind of dipping a little bit. I think it could be pretty attractive. Today is not our day. Oh wow, D-Wave down on this big up day. That's really interesting. IonQ as well. Yeah, I got a list here. I'm too busy with software stuff to do too much biotech stuff. Let's see. PMVP. I also have SLS on here. Anavax, Capper, Cala, ATYR. Anything else I'm missing? I want to see Abivax back at 70. Come on. I thought Cantor put out a note. Yeah, it's a little bit of FOMO. Looks like price is hydrating again. Some big failure on our side. I'm not sure what it was. Gonna do a post-mortem. Swiss watch export data. Need that data set. I mean, LVMH, can't deny. I like LVMH, I always have. Yeah, Celcuity dropping. I think it's a buy. I mean, they did a doublet. The doublet worked. It's filling the gap though. When they fill the gap, which of the 200 web services crashed? Well, Bingo talks to Nemo. Yeah, so let's keep an eye on Celcuity. It looks like a long. A lot of people don't like jumping into a stock after it's gone up, so much. But Sarepta, we're always watching this. When it comes to these deep value names, you just have to live with the pain. Like, a company that broken isn't going to fix itself overnight. So you just have to kind of. Yeah, I knew that was in the works, Sean. We'll see how it goes. The 𝗦𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 That is the funniest guy in the world. Unintentionally funny. 𝗦𝗛𝗥𝗚𝗓𝗏. You guys familiar with the 5%ers? You made money shorting CoreWeave if you're lucky. I almost think it's a long. It's brainwashed me. The whole AI situation has brainwashed me. Buy NVIDIA, buy CoreWeave, buy AMD and Intel, why not? Chips are everything. Chips rule everything around me. Cream. Get the money. I got a baby boy coming in 4 weeks. Let's go. Woo! The Albanian eagle will fly once again. You know how many Linux bros there are compared to normies? For every Linux bro, there's 10,000 normies. They ain't gonna run LLMs locally.
Oh, let me see here. I'm gonna load these weights into VRAM. Oh, I have a Python error. I'm gonna have to change Python versions. The PyTorch is outdated. And technically, Torch relies on Torch Vision. And, you know, I upgraded them separately, and I have to upgrade CUDA as well, removing the old kernel, making sure I use the right environment. Well, especially the new LLMs take a lot of compute power. I mean, the compute scaling and very, very fast. So like old LLMs, maybe you could run, but they're not obviously nearly as good. See, Lufthansa, now we're gonna trade it back and forth. That's what we do. You bought it, sell it, rinse it, repeat. That's called the rinse method. I learned it from the exponential moving average. My course is only $99.99. I'll teach you how to draw lines on these charts. We got the best lines, folks. You see that line going up? It's gonna go up forever. I can tell the future. The lines, they mean a lot. You can tell just from that line. Did you hear that, Eric? You can tell just from the line. That's amazing. Big, beautiful lines. Oh, you youngins are gonna learn some respect. You learn some respect. I'm gonna take my belt off. If I ever see you on Wall Street, which is very unlikely, but if I ever, I don't know, I'll show some mercy. I'll show some mercy to the few. They know, Lord forgive them, for they know not what they do. Yeah, I'm gonna show up. Your first hedge fund job, your first mutual fund job, your first bank job. I'm showing up to the conference room. They're like, Mr. Shkreli's in the conference room to see you. I'm just to have my belt there. And I'm whipping you in front of the whole firm. It's all right, everybody.
Don't do that again. Get up there. I've done it many times. I've done it at Morgan Stanley. I've done it at JP Morgan. I've done it at Fidelity. Don't think it can't happen to you. It's good for you. Trust me. Just trust. It teaches you. Sometimes you need it. You deserve it. A little too much is, excessive, but it comes in handy. Keeps your head from getting too big. I'd go into the baddest neighborhood in New York, just so somebody could try to rob me, just so I was prepared. Stay humble. These are some Shkreli stories. Harlem, Bronx, Bed-Stuy. You just take 3 guys on at once. This is nothing. It's just scrapping. We scrap. People in the subway backing off like, oh my. They're fighting. It's like, this made my day. This gave me some recreation. What a lovely day. I didn't expect to have fun today like this. Let's do this. Let Albanians run the Bronx. I can Millie rock on any block. I'm good in Brooklyn. Yeah, the homeless people can be a problem. They got very little to lose. You fight too many homeless people, you're doing it wrong. I loved watching that lady on the subway though. She was like, "Oh, I got my sidekick." She takes the box cutter out. She's just dominating this guy. Mizuho. It's a Japanese bank. Yeah, I mean, when value investing is one of the weirdest things. You buy these dead companies, they beat up, they go down every day, then all of a sudden they stop going down and they go back up. And it's kind of, you have to make sure that there's actual value there. But their patterns are very kind of like psychological. Investors have to be so despondent, so out of it, like it has to feel like it's the worst investment anybody's ever made, and then that's basically when they can start rallying. And obviously trying to pick that spot is very dangerous. You're trying to isolate the exact bottom, and you can get it wrong by, needless to say, a huge amount, and it can be very painful. Yeah, so it's super difficult, and you have to have a lot of conviction to keep buying as it drops, with most of the time, it's too scary to do so, and you're gonna have to sometimes sit on a loser for a couple of years, and you're gonna make mistakes too. I mean, not all of them are gonna work out. Even the ones, no matter how patient you are, you're gonna have some value stocks that just never come back, and they're gonna be offset by the ones that do work. So that's value investing. It's an exercise in punishment. I mean, it's miserable. It's so much easier to be a growth investor where you're just everything sunshine. And then when the market turns, it's like, oh, it's all over. So there's no perfect way to invest, of course. Value investing is nice. It gives you some certainties and some rules. So it's good for rule-bound people. But it's obviously, you're buying the worst in the market usually. Not always. There's lots of ways to value invest. Doesn't mean the same thing to everybody. But Graham and Dodd value investing is miserable. There's a reason nobody really does it anymore. It doesn't even work that great. I mean, you're going to get, pretty small returns. Index kind of hard to beat. Yeah. But like all things, I mean, a good growth investor can beat the index. A good value investor can beat the index. Being a good investor is the hard part. And, of course, any value investor wants their company to grow. It's not like they're like, oh, I would hate growth. That just doesn't work that way. The same thing with growth investors. They always want to get the best price. Selling vol, there's all kinds of, strats. I mean, well executed, any strat will beat the market. But the well executed part is the hard part. And for most people, that's a really rare thing. And other people have unique temporary dislocations that they take advantage of. But usually some persistent strat like that has pretty low returns, like high single digits, low double digits, like merger arb or something like that. And that's sort of top quartile returns. Paulson was a merger arb shop for a long time until they did the wild subprime trade. Yeah, net of fees is one thing, but don't forget that, you know, you don't pay a hedge fund for the returns, you pay for them all. You know, the risk units, as we watched in that other video from the other day on 6th Street. Replimune should have been approved, I think. It's a sterner FDA after Sarepta stood up for everybody. Vinay's like, no more Sareptas. Okay, I'm gonna tweet about my short report. If you want my next short report, shoot me a DM with your email. Institutions only, no Gmails. We'll see how that goes. I don't know if I got unbanned from Wall Street Bets, but I'm definitely not using it. I mean, the fact that I got banned in the first place is such disrespect. Yes, I'm going to post it on Godel first. That'll be tomorrow, 10 a.m., I think. Yeah, if it's Wall Street versus the Main Street, I'm on Wall Street side. Sorry, my bad. Oh, you thought it was on your side? Oh, I'm on the side with all the money. Sorry. Some of you seem to be confused. When I say something, you do it. Okay? Yeah, there's some guy at RBC who's kind of to me in my DMs. Do you guys think I should call around, call his boss? See if I get him fired? The guy blocked me. He's gonna deactivate his account. No way, he blocked me. What a crybaby. First he's like, yeah, send me the short report. And I'm like, oh, I signed up for my service. He's like, oh, I can't do that. $80. No way. It's like, all right. You don't have to, you asked for it. This is so weird. He works at RBC. I know like the 18 levels above him. I mean, do you know how many people? I mean, just like one phone call, I can get you fired. Like, it costs you nothing not to be mean. It costs you nothing. There was once this guy at Stability AI who not only did he get fired for saying the wrong thing to me, but he had to move back to India. I don't want to hurt anybody's career, but you hurt yourself. It takes 2 seconds to just be like, oh yeah, I'd rather not sign up. I appreciate it. Thanks, man. Good luck. I mean, that person is just not going to be successful regardless. It doesn't matter if I call their boss or not. That's just somebody who has mental problems. I feel bad for them. I had to learn that lesson when I was younger on Wall Street because, just being a dickhead made you feel better about your own inadequacies. And it just takes like a little bit of, and people remember it. And, it doesn't take much to sort of, oh, of course I admit it. I admit I used to be absolutely pure. You have to grow in life, I would not have been friends with 25-year-old me. And I thank all of my old bosses, Ari Glass, Steve Shapiro, anybody else, Ed Painter, who tolerated me. Maybe they thought they saw some potential, but I'm very lucky that they even bothered because, I mean, I've had people sit down and talk to me and try to explain it, and I always found a way to be nice to the big bosses. I wasn't that stupid, but it was still the kind of thing where, I didn't handle myself well. Now I wasn't as bad as this guy. This guy's just stupid. You never know who's been lifelong friends with your boss. You never know, right? And it just so happens this guy's boss is Balkan, so it would not take long for me to figure it out. But again, I mean, that guy's going to sabotage his own career. He doesn't need me. Waste my time bothering some loser. Well, he gave me his email to send, his real email, his name, everything, to send him the short report. And I said, well, the short report's for my customers, so here's the link. And remember, you're on Wall Street. Again, I feel more bad for him than anything else. Yeah, I definitely thought I was smarter than my bosses, and I wasn't. Let's see here. I don't see anything on Bloomberg for Sarepta. other than they're going to honor their financial commitments to Arrowhead, which I don't see why not. Yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, we worked hard on the short report. If you want to view the short reports, you gotta be a member of the product I'm making or the customer of the product. It's, I think, pretty reasonable. You know, people pay millions of dollars for good short reports. And I do think I'm one of the best biotech shorts in the game. I don't do too much with the Bloomberg chat rooms. I think they're a little shady. Bloomberg can see, they can see everybody's name, and it's not as kosher as it seems, in my opinion. He changed his @ No way. What a loser. Again, like I just feel bad. Like, what a psycho. First you give me your real name, then you talk to me, then you block me, then you change your account. Like, what kind of psycho is this guy? I wish I had the time. I'd like do a full investigation into like who hurt this guy. Like I you know, his friends and family have to know that he's a psycho. I mean, look, I know he's scared. Obviously, he made a poor decision. But like I said, I mean, an apology just goes a long way. When I was younger, I was too proud to apologize sometimes too. Hey man, I'm sorry, I said something stupid. Maybe we can be friends. You know, that's all it takes. Yeah, who are you to be that proud? And in fact, some of my good friends, we started out as fighting. Nah, I'm not gonna embarrass the guy. I mean, like I said, I was that age once. I'm assuming he's younger. Maybe he's 63. That would be funny. But look, you know, it's not. Yeah, I mean, our system is similar to other financial terminals. It's monthly. It's $80. I think I'm going to try to do one short report a month. So you get that for free and you get that before it's public. I think it's pretty good value. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to stand on your name, just stand on it, you know, it's fine. Yeah, James, if you're on Godel already and a paid subscriber, you'll get it by email. And it will also be in the RES function with research. No more grandfather plan, no. Yeah, I did it in conjunction with a few guys. You'll see. I think it's like one of the best shorts I've seen in a while. So I'm really excited. We're gonna have entitlements and things like that. So if you're not a JP Morgan customer, you know, you may not be able to see the JP Morgan reports at some point. You're gonna have to verify that you know, have a salesperson there and all that. You know, it's gonna be like every other system, you know. That's kind of an issue with even just data feeds, right? Like you have to pay, like your NASDAQ entitlement should work on every system you have. I wish I had the time. I don't think it's gonna work. I haven't looked at it in a minute, but I don't think a lot's changed since I looked at it. Can I buy puts? What's the story? What's the valuation? It's sort of the same. How much cash do I have? One of my buddies knows the stock pretty well. See what he thinks. It's like $1 in cash, so it goes from 3 to 1 if it doesn't work, or 3.5 or whatever it is, close to 4 to 1, and then 4 to 16 if it does work. It's probably like a 90% it doesn't work. What's the Kelly criterion? Probably like a 10% position. No, every dog has its day. Cardiff is tomorrow. He died like a dog.
Made in China.
Big technical analysis fan? TA? I'm about TNA. I don't do TA. Yeah, like 1350. I think I bought some more though. So I'm still down. I've lost 6% of this account in Sarepta. Down 1% at the moment, year to date. Well, I think the quantum stuff, like, folks will not look at the numbers until enough time passes where they get bored of the hype and they say, okay, well, where are the numbers? QUBT founder is an ex-cop? What? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Impossible. Yes, we gotta stop using that stupid word bag. I hate when people say that. There used to be this crypto chick who'd come to my Discord and be like, oh, I have a bag of this or that. And I'm like, what do you have, like $50? Let me load up my bags. What are you, Santa Claus? What should we call a position? You have a position in the stock. You don't have a bag. Don't even talk to me. I think earnings will matter for D-Wave. Because they are saying that they are here now, that quantum is now. So if they're saying quantum is now, then where's the revenue? Show me the money. Somebody said shortcuts out today. Let's see, what is the website? Shortcut video editor. His name isn't that good. Shortcut.com maybe? Ah, looks like it's shortcut.com. Google work account. Huh? Okay. Okay. What? Create story. This isn't the shortcut that I know. That's a shortcut.ai maybe? No, that's not a great name for it either. Shortcut Excel AI. Let me try that. Okay, how do I get it? Try shortcut.ai. Great. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, I like that. This is how it should be. Let's see. Okay, join our free trial. Okay, let's try it. Okay, make a DCF for, let me see, what drug company do I know pretty well? Let me try Sarepta. See how this goes. It's good that it asks questions, but it's also a little cringe. Okay, I see a template. It might be doo-doo. I mean, I waited 10 minutes for a template. Now this, I got the $40 version. I'm gonna try the $100 version soon. All these AI companies is a video. When you're actually looking for like the final product, it's like you would never have amortization. Clearly a finance person didn't make this, because you would never have amortization in here. What is that doing in a DCF? You wouldn't do the, like, it's just so ugly, but like there's no gross profit, gross margin. This formatting is all why there's, I mean, obviously they're gonna have to build multiple years. I don't know why there's a source column. It's just, what is David Shaw's interest in Sarepta? Yeah, I mean, at this rate, just use OpenAI. And OpenAI is gonna have this very, very soon, apparently, allegedly. Not that I know, just read that somewhere. Oh, we got some numbers. Yeah, try to be pretty careful about what you ship. You can get a lot of buzz, but then you don't want the buzz to fall down on you. I think it's short. It's tomorrow after the close though. Okay, what's going on now? There's a projection period, I see. Oh, this formatting is so ugly. Let's see how it does here. This is the moment of truth. Ooh, almost break even again. Down 0.2%. I love it. Wow, Sarepta's really rallying, that's why. Yeah, this is why you should just have FactSet or someone. Like, there's no need to parse SEC filings all day. Finance already solved that issue a long time ago. But, you know, I mean, if you're going to try to be like an automated Excel for everyone, I think that's, you know, maybe a better idea than just Wall Street, because Wall Street's got its way of doing things, and you really have to be pretty ingratiated in it to understand it. But yeah, we do, you know, just to be completely transparent, we are working on something like this. But I do think that it's really hard to, I like this. I can't even see projections. All right. What is it? Okay. So we have 11 is growing to 5 billion. I love it. PMO's flattish. Okay. It's not bad. This is kind of a cringe model, but it's not bad. Not sure what the R&D is doing in there. Or this amort line is really cringe, but this isn't bad. This is not bad. CapEx. Oh, whoa. There's something else here. I thought I saw something real quick. Terminal growth, it goes up. Yeah, that's not really a great way to look at it. Net present value looks like 18 billion. Okay, so 18x. Just a quick 18x. No biggie. I mean, it's not horrible. Yeah, it's not bad at all. You know, it's a little rough. And obviously, you know, it's got some issues, but this is definitely not bad at all. An impressive first start. You know, it's just a little. The issues are okay. Like, how do you, come up with these estimates? Is what's important, and it's pretty clear that this thing doesn't have a clue on how to do that. Current share price 89.5. Whoa. Might want to double check that, dog. Current cap 8.5 billion. But yeah, it's not awful. It's not awful. The trick is the part that they didn't, I don't think, spend much time on, which is how do you get it to think about the investing part? Because the sheet stuff, I mean, a lot of you guys get confused about this as well when you watch me. Like, oh, he's punching those numbers in. That doesn't look too hard. It's like, no, it's the thinking that matters. That's the hard part. A subtle decision you make on the numbers to tell you everything. And it doesn't take a genius to know, okay, if I estimate that Elevidus does $3 billion in revenue, the stock's going to go up a lot, of course. The question is, why would it have $3 billion in revenue given its current situation?